guys, it's Reagan Kelly here from the Freedom 15 movement, and in today's episode, or over the next couple of minutes, I'd like to disclose to you guys a particular revelation that I had going back a couple of months ago now that really helped me take my business to a whole new height, because it changed the way that I saw my business completely. And the reason I'm disclosing this particular revelation with you guys today is in the hope that it can facilitate something similar. And I'm going to start out by saying something that many of you may have heard, particularly if you are in the home-based business or the network marketing profession in particular. You may have heard the saying that this is, in essence, a personal development business with a commission check attached. And really, I could not agree more. I think that that is absolutely, absolutely true. And the reason we say that is because there's truly no other profession, no other career, really no other area in life where somebody can say, come with whatever you have. It doesn't matter what your age is, what your experience is, what you've done in the past, what you're doing currently. It doesn't matter what your personal attributes are. It doesn't matter what your current skill level in anything is. Just come with what you have, and we're going to build you from there. I was thinking about this the other day, and I thought, rarely when you're an adult can you even join a particular sporting club if you have absolutely no experience in that particular sport. There aren't very many soccer clubs you could rock up to and say, well, I've never ever played soccer, I've never even held a soccer ball or kicked a soccer ball, but this is what I want to do. At least some level of experience is usually expected. Whereas, as I said, in this profession, we say, come with what you have, and we're going to build you from there. And really the only difference between where you are in your life now and all the things you want to be, do, and have that you see so clearly over here, all your dreams and your goals, all we have to do to get between point A and point B is to fill that with some stuff. And that gap there, that void, we fill with personal development. Hence that saying that this is a personal development business disguised as a business, or with a commission check attached. So, you'll hear it no matter who you hear speak anywhere around the world, in any particular company, particularly in the network marketing space, that if you work on you, the rest will come. And I'd like to share with you a particular quote that started this revelation for me, and it's by Jim Rohn. He said, "Why don't you set a goal to be a millionaire for what it will take of you to achieve it? And when you become a millionaire, you can simply give it all away. For it's not the money, but it's the person that you became in the process." And really, I could not agree more. If you are a home-based business professional, I would strongly recommend that you write that down and put that somewhere so that you're constantly growing yourself. So if you ever get to a point where you are stagnant, or you are stuck, or you can't break through to that next level, particularly if that's an income goal, again, you just have to fill that void with some personal development. And obviously, action is a very important part as well. But as I said, if you focus on growing yourself, then the rest will come, because you'll want to take that action. You'll be motivated. You'll have focus. You'll have self-discipline. And that action will come so naturally. So really, owning your own business of any kind is the absolute greatest thing that you could do for your personal development. And personal development, as you may have noticed, it's very much a buzzword in this particular industry. We're always talking about personal development, personal growth, being in constant activity in terms of reading or listening to different audiobooks or, webinars, whatever it may be, live events, listening to speakers, even personal development courses, I would strongly recommend. But really, the way that it's traditionally thought about, I think, is that it's something external, that it's something that we put aside a little bit of time each day for. You hear people often say, put aside 15 minutes to half an hour for your personal development. And it is very important to do those activities and to spend time doing that thing. But I think that in setting time aside in that particular way, and in what's the right word? Really segmenting your time in that particular way, it ignores the fact that to grow yourself personally is really the highest goal that you can have. So guys, that particular mindset shift that I had, or that particular revelation, was that personal development shouldn't be something that's thought about as something that's extracurricular or something that's above and beyond everything that we currently do in our lives. You know, perhaps that it shouldn't be, as I said, segmented into that 15 minutes of listening to an audio on our commute to work, or the half an hour of reading that we do just before we go to sleep at night. You know, as corny as it sounds, personal development should really be the central mission for our lives. You know, what else could be better than growing yourself personally? And of course, as I said in the beginning, growing yourself personally, everything else will come. And the reason I'm so passionate about this, guys, is because ultimately I chose two purpose words, two guiding principles that really determine and guide me in all of my decision making. And I did make a video on this earlier in the year for those of you who have been following me since the start of this year, and I'll post a link above. But those two purpose words were freedom and growth. And obviously Freedom 15 came out of the freedom side in terms of time freedom, financial freedom, freedom of a location in which you must work, and also other types of freedoms in your business such as leverage and automation. But the growth side is just as important, and that is this emphasis on growing yourself. And as I said, it's something that I'm particularly passionate about because I've seen, you know, myself on this journey, and you know, I'm really not the same person that I was before I started my own home-based business. And as I also said, owning your own business is absolutely the greatest personal development asset that you can possibly have. You know, it doesn't matter if it's a brick and mortar business, if it's a home-based business, you're going to have challenges. You're not necessarily working for a paycheck or trading your time for money. You know, you have a whole bunch of other challenges, not to mention other things in the home-based business industry, which, you know, things like rejection or the opinions and judgments of others. You know, that we need to grow ourselves as a person in order to push through those different challenges and to get to the other side and to achieve all those things that we set out to when we first said yes. So one man in particular who really helped me have this shift in my own personal mindset about personal development and its relation to business success was a man and an author by the name of August Turak. And I will publish his details where I do post this video, and I would strongly recommend you guys go and check out a bit more about his writing and his research into success. One of the main things that he spoke about and has researched over the years has been the success of Trappist monks. Now, Trappist monks have been among the world's most successful businessmen for over 1,000 years. Now, you may have never heard of them, but chances are you've heard of their byproducts or their brands, or, you know, when I think of Trappist monks, I think of Belgian beers, because there is a lot of Belgian beer breweries and names that you will be very, very familiar with that have arisen from a Trappist brewery. So really the Trappist monks, and what August Turak goes on to talk about, is that their success has merely been a byproduct of living for a higher purpose. So the reason that a lot of Trappist monks went into business in the first place is because the pressures of entrepreneurship, as I was just talking about, provided them with the perfect incubator for personal development. So in essence, the Trappist monks taught us that, or they were living proof for the fact that where we seek out personal development as our number one, our fundamental and guiding principle, our number one aim, that everything else will actually take care of itself. So really they taught us not to see personal development as something that is separate from everything else we do. As I said, it's not necessarily about that half an hour of reading before we go to bed. It's really incorporating personal development into absolutely everything that we do. So guys, I really hope this has helped you in the same way that it helped me to facilitate a mindset shift in how I run my business and how in particular I see personal development. And as I said, the take-home message from today's video is that personal development should really be the central mission of every area of our lives. And as Jim Rohn said, once you work on yourself, everything else will take care of itself. So guys, I'd love to hear your feedback because this is something a little bit different. It is something a little bit out there. I don't know of anyone else who is talking about things like this, so I would love to hear your feedback. Feel free to reach out to me on social media or simply comment below wherever you find this video, and I'd love to have a chat with you about it. Of course, if this is a topic that interests you, personal development and growth, particularly if you are in the home-based business industry, make sure you are subscribed to the Freedom 15 movement. To make that known, you can do so over at freedom15.info. So thank you very much, you guys. As always, I love and appreciate every single one of you. I'm so grateful for you. And I'm going to leave you with something that I've paraphrased from Albert Einstein. See, he very famously said that once you stop learning and once you stop growing, that's when you start dying. So make sure that you are out there each and every day striving for self-improvement in every single area. And I promise you that that success, that abundance, that freedom that you're searching for will be sure to follow. Thanks very much, you guys. Of course, be brave with the life, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.